What's going on, nation? It's my man Lockbats right here. I'm filling in for Sharky Waters Nation. Welcome everybody on the live. Welcome to Knowledge for College with the one and only Guns Picks. SNG show is now live. It is championship weekend, college football. I am tickled pink to be here. I have my Clark Kent bifocals on, and guess what? I got my pen and I got my fucking paper ready to go. Guns, what the hell's going on, brother?
Man, we are cooking with gas. College football season is coming to an end, and it ends this week until we get into bowl season. And I am on a 9-2 run on the show, and I am feeling good. I was 4-0-1 against this. Okay, I am 9-2-1.
What'd you tie? You tied something?
I tied the Florida State game, but I digress. We are back. We are cooking. Let's go. I have some picks for you. 5 picks, 3 games, 2 totals. Let's go.
Guys, get your notebooks out. I have the playbook right here in my hands. Huge weekend of NCAA football. I've already put in my retirement papers weeks ago, but Knowledge for College is in session. Let's fucking go. Guys, we are wasting no time at all. We are going to the premier matchup, Appalachian State versus ULL of Lafayette at Lafayette. Who do you have? Why do you have it? Please tell everybody. Let's fucking go, Guns.
We never know if ULL likes to be called ULL or they just like to be called Louisiana. I don't know. It depends on what part of the country you are on. But I like App State in this spot. Let me tell you why. App State is on a 6-game win streak after their loss to Louisiana badly. They got crushed on the road 41-13 6 games ago. But App State has been on a tear ever since. They have absolutely dominated the run. They've absolutely dominated the net yard average with a plus 187 net yard average, holding opponents to 1.9 yards rushing, which plays into what Louisiana does well. Now there may be some potential motivation there. I get that because I know their coach for ULL is leaving with 19 seniors playing into this game. So there's some motivation on the Napier side to play up for his coach. But why would you play up for your coach if he's leaving the program? I don't get that at all. I think App State has been in this position before. They have dominated this conference before. Plus, they have the revenge factor on top of it. Give me App State minus 2.5. And also because these two teams are run teams and they understand how to play each other against the run, I'm going under 52.5.
That was two plays in one. That was a 2-pack plays. We are booking App State minus 2.5, and we're taking the under.
Double guns.
Pow. That's a Tommy gun right there. Anyways,
let's go.
Listen, wasting no more time again. I have my Bud Latte. No sponsorship. Just a guest host, a little thirsty. Maction, return of the Mac. Guys, the public needs a pick here with all our viewers right now. I think we have about 1,000, we got 10,000 views right now. Maction, return of the Mac, Ford Field in the beautiful city of Detroit. Kent State, Northern Illinois. Got the Huskies versus, I believe, the Falcons. Correct if we're wrong in the comments. Kent State minus 3. Do you like it? Do you hate it? You tailing? You fading? Who do you got and why?
You have a Kent State team that came off a huge win against Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio has absolutely owned the MAC for years, especially on the regular season side. You have an NIU team that has been playing with a rabbit's foot up their ass for multiple games. You got Kent State here, plus 88 net yard average in their past 4 games, where NIU is minus 35 net yard average in their last 4. They're coming off a big loss to a West Michigan team 21-42, but Western Michigan was playing for their bowl life. Now you got to look at the injury report on the NIU side. Rocky Lombardi may not be playing this game. I think he is because they rested him up in the last game, but he is playing banged up nonetheless.
Rocky Lombardi? Is he Irish?
Yeah, Rocky Lombardi. He might be, but he doesn't play for my Irish. So you have to look at Kent State as well. 4-0 against the spread as the favorite. NIU is 3-12-1 following a double-digit home loss. They're playing a neutral field for the championship. I like Kent State here to take the MAC. Return of the MAC. Kent State -3 is the play.
You heard it here from Guns. We're taking Kent State. And in typical lock bets fashion, we're putting the key in the lock. We're throwing it away, and we're cooking, and we're cashing it. So you heard the man. We got Kent State. I wonder if we have any more picks. We sure fucking do. Get the pen out. Get the paper. Call the bookmaker.
Let's get into that P5.
All right. We're going to the Big Ten Championship. This is really where Vegas likes to lick their chops a bit, right? I mean, this is where the public comes together. This is where the sharps come out. We need a pick for this. It's in Indianapolis. Used to be the home of Andrew Luck, but a lot of people call it the home of Pat McAfee, the house that McAfee built.
Tank tops and all.
We are at Lucas Oil Stadium. The matchup is Iowa Hawkeyes versus Michigan Wolverines. I was talking to him behind the closed doors. I thought it'd be like I didn't look at the spread. I thought it'd be about a touchdown. It's +11 Iowa. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Tell everybody who you like and why. Come on, Guns.
Let's check out the scenario for Michigan right now. Michigan is ranked, number 2 as far as the college football playoff ranking is concerned. They are coming off one of the biggest wins of the John Harbaugh era. They beat and dominated the Ohio State Buckeyes at home in the snow. Took away the pass game, by the way. Absolutely crushed them 42-27. But if you look at the box score, only had a +29 net yard average in that game and a -2, but a -1 turnover ratio. They average a +132, but they play a weak schedule. But you have to understand, Michigan plays down to the level of their competition. They play close with, especially with the run game. They only put up 3.5 yards per game against Penn State, 2.5 yards per game versus Wisconsin, 2.9 yards per game versus Nebraska. Iowa holds teams, especially against the run, 3 yards per carry on the ground. So they kind of fit that mold of a team that can keep the games close. You have a double-digit dog Iowa that didn't think they were going to be in this game because they thought Wisconsin was going to be there. And if you look at the Big Ten championship in general in the last 10 games, the underdog is 8-2 against the spread in this spot. So I got Iowa at +11, and I'm going to split this bet up because I think there's going to be a little residuals off a high win for Michigan. I'm going Iowa first half +6, and I'm going to take Iowa game +11 as the play.
Gosh, I love it. I agree with you, man. I mean, like you said, 8-2 underdogs covering here. Got double digit here. You get that 11 number. It's not even 10. It's not even 9.5. You're getting at that 11. So you got to beat them by 13. You got to beat them by that 17. You can't beat them by 10.
You also got to know that Iowa's been in the championship before. Michigan hasn't because they've always had to go over Iowa State, and Iowa State would just blow the doors off of them. You have to take that into consideration. This is a new spot for them. It's a flat spot, in my opinion. So that's why I like it.
And I'm with you, too. I think that Michigan's coming off that big high. Everyone's going to remember what they did last week, right?
Yes. You play the highest. You fade the highest of highs
right
in a flat spot, and then you go into the lowest of lows is what usually happens and occurs.
Now, shout out to CT Bets. I didn't want to put you on the spot. I haven't talked about
Yeah,
this. Would this be a hula hoop opportunity, maybe?
This wouldn't be a hula.
Okay.
A premium
Okay.
play would be a hula. I do have one of those, and I'm
Okay.
going to save that for the GPO Lock crew.
Okay.
And if you want to join up, do we have a promo code for that one? I think it's called Feast. Half off of any package that you want, and that includes my picks, Lock Bets picks, Pokes picks
now.
and
good job.
The Odds Fellows picks, and we bet on every single sport, but we have experts for every single sport. So join us up. Hit me on the DMs if you want to join. Hit Lock Bets in the DMs or any one of us, or click the link in the @GPO Lock bio to join. That is the promo for the show.
So basically, if you're looking for the Hulu play, go to GPO Lock. All right. I think, you know what? I think that's all we have for it. But you know what?
Let's talk plays.
I'm an extra credit kind of guy.
Yes,
I'm an extra credit kind of guy.
I agree.
And with extra credit, the teacher doesn't have to give you what you want, right? You could ask for office hours. You could ask for a little extra credit. They could say no. I have a dowry to Lord Guns. I have a full beer here, my friend.
I have a full.
Oh, what?
What's this? It's like sunrise, sunset right there. Let's go.
You ready?
Do we want to talk another playbook, or do we want to go into the chat?
That's the extra credit. The extra credit. If we can crush this beer together,
okay.
We're gonna talk about one more game.
Okay.
What do you guys think? You guys think YouTube? Come on, let's get some comments.
Do you want likes? Do you want thumbs up? What are we doing? Are we drinking?
I heard a voice in the back of my head that just said it.
Yeah, they my producer said.
All right, let's cook, let's cash, and let's always dance, baby. Cheers, brother. Dang. Was that a Capper Collect mug?
Woo!
All right, real quick, guys.
Let's do it.
This is a Guns pick to the head, all right?
Let's do it.
It's a special segment, Guns pick to the head.
Yep.
Georgia, Alabama. Everybody wants to know. You already told me this is a premium. This Adam Smith, my man. Let's fucking dance. This is a premium play. You already said it. You said, I don't want to disclose this.
No.
But if you had a Guns picks to the head, I need an opinion. The chat needs the opinion. The viewers need opinion.
Yep.
Let's hear it.
Guns picked to the head. I think we got to look at it from two sides of the spectrum as far as the argument goes. So you have Georgia and Alabama going up against each other in the SEC championship. Now, I know this is one of those games that we've seen this before. But we've seen it from a different perspective. We usually see Bama being the powerhouse, dominating this game, not the Georgia side.
Plus 6.5, guys. Plus 6.5.
Plus
Continue, Guns.
Yeah. Okay. So you have Georgia dominating their competition, plus 211 net yard average in that game, 5.4 yards per carry rushing the ball, and they're holding their opponents to 6.9 points per game. Absolutely incredible. I've never seen a defense do this to anybody. But I question if they faced an offense like Bama. And you could say, on the other side of the spectrum, he goes, well, Bama didn't really play that well against Auburn. Well, that was a rivalry game on the road. And I think they played soft because they knew what was coming up. They have one loss. Strategically, all they were trying to do was get the win, move on, and then let's dominate the next game. I don't think Saban is fully confident in this team, but I am very confident at them at 6.5. It's just a lean at this point. I want to see where the markets go tomorrow. So Saban is on a nice run, especially going against his former assistant coaches. Jimbo beat them at Texas A&M on the road, and Bama is 6-0 against the spread. Straight up and against the spread versus Georgia. And you also have to look at Bama, and especially with the box score, They are plus 199 net yard average, which is very close to where Georgia is this year overall this season. And they are plus 224 in their last 4 games. So you see a Bama team kind of accelerating up to this point, and they're a plus 6.5 point dog in a neutral field, a field they play every single year. So how I lean Bama here. I know that Georgia is good, but you have to see where the markets are going. Everybody's going to go bet Georgia.
Right. And I'm surprised that Vegas did this. 6.5. I thought this would be a typical Vegas, like 3.5, 2.5. Try to get a little bit of the both sides. But are you telling me that Bama is a plus 6.5 dog to the little stepbrother down the street, right? Yeah. Nick Saban's little son that he brought up in this world. You're going to tell me that Daddy Saban's going to get plus 6.5? Like you said, out of basically a field that he's at every year. It's basically a home field for both teams. I mean,
if you look at the narrative of this, the best thing to happen is Georgia to lose and have Bama win this game.
Yeah.
And because what's going to happen is
chaos.
Next week, you may have Georgia and Bama meet each other in the semifinals of the college football playoff, and you're going to have a revenge spot for Georgia. So if you really want Georgia to win the national championship, or you think they are, you need Bama to win this game, I believe. But I'll leave it up to the people. That's what I think. We'll see how it goes.
I think this is also a largely a public reaction to Alabama struggling versus Auburn, right? I mean, Auburn,
yes,
had him at the dance floor, had him at the aisle, the aisle, and almost had him, on the ropes, basically. Sorry, on the ropes.
Correct.
Alabama won, guys. It's the SEC. All right. Now I'm going to quote a man that used to be from the suburbs of Boston, but now he's in the great state of Louisiana. And he goes, I haven't even had my wings yet. Is that a quote that you recognize by any chance? I haven't even won here yet. With a Southern twang, but he's from Boston.
Is that Brian Kelly with a Southern twang?
It's fucking Brian Kelly.
It's Brian Kelly. Okay.
You know what I'm going to say?
Why are you teasing me? I like my
Why is Georgia showing off their stuff? Like, why are people backing Georgia so hard?
Yeah.
With what? With what background can you back
Kirby
that up with?
Smart will Kirby Smart himself eventually. But I want to put this up for Jack. Jack Falk put this up. Bama wins. Bama won't be 1 because if Michigan does win the game, Michigan will be 1. I think a Bama would be 2 if they beat UGA, and then I was talking to one of my friends about this. Was like, what would the order be if Georgia loses, and then you have Cincinnati blows the doors off of Houston, and then you have Michigan winning outright? Because I think Michigan will get 1 if they win outright. If of course, if Georgia loses. So who would be the 2 and the 3? The 2 and the 3 may be Bama and Georgia again. Because I don't think a Bama team would jump Michigan with 1 loss. Or maybe they would. That's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, the whole college football playoff math is just nuts. But yeah, I guess Jack Falk, you might be right. I think you can debate both sides on that one.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It only matters who hoists the trophy at the end of the day. But the matchups I want to see Michigan, Cincinnati, and I want to see Bama and Georgia round 2 that in the semifinal, because that would be a great matchup. That's what I think.
And that's what the television networks probably want, right? I mean, that's probably what NCAA football would appreciate at the end of the day. I mean, I don't know. The common fan, I mean, that's probably as good as it gets, right? I mean,
if
you want to see, keep going.
But I mean, do you think? I don't know. Do you want? I think if it's ESPN's choice, they want to see Georgia and Bama play for the championship again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they are Team SEC. But
some food for thought. I just think it's crazy. The public is hammering Georgia right now, and I wouldn't say it's a huge money versus bet split. This is listen. If you think this is the lock of the century and you're taking Georgia -6.5, you are sadly overcalculating yourself, in my opinion, and you're underestimating the best college football coach to ever coach.
I have to shout out Namin on this one because
here we go. Here we go.
He is. He is my guy.
I can read it for everybody. I missed it. Two of Namin's favorite Twitter people.
Cheers, friends. Here you go. Cheers, friends. Tatas. I know he's going to do that. This is an inside joke for the friends.
Real quick, guns. Real quick. Before I ask you a really heavy-hitting question, we're about that time of the night. I had a user submit a question. He's watching right now. DJ EPO out there, my buddy.
Love him.
He was the same guy who called you out on Michigan State a few weeks ago. And if you remember correctly, Michigan State got smoked. It was about 3 Fridays ago. He called you out. He was like, Michigan State all the way. I think it was Michigan State versus Ohio State, was it? 3 Fridays ago? Last time I hosted. Anyway.
Yeah.
So his
But I was right and he was wrong. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Okay. So correct him if he's wrong now. He thinks Cincinnati tomorrow blows the doors, like you said, off Houston. The head coach is staying put for now.
Correct.
Is this team fraudulent, Cincinnati, or are they the real deal? They win tomorrow. They get the style points they need tomorrow, and they really make a run in the playoff. What do you think?
I think there's two sides of the coin on this one. I think you could look at this two separate ways. Double-digit favorite, playing at home, playing for a college football playoff, obviously, and going against a Houston team that everybody thinks they have a good defense is like, well, I don't know that because I saw SMU actually put up yards against you. But I've never seen anybody put up a lot of yards on Cincinnati, and Cincinnati had a better non-conference schedule than Houston did, and Cincinnati proved out. I think from Cincinnati's standpoint, their defense has got to carry them. They are starting to accelerate. I saw them against ECU, and I was against them. I made it one of my picks. I thought ECU would be a flat spot with Houston on deck. It wasn't a flat spot for them. Luke Fickell had those guys warmed up. He is an Ohio State head coach.
If Fickell had a Guns picks to the head, where's the lean going here, Guns?
I think if you take anything from a safety standpoint, I think Cincinnati will want to try to blow the doors off them in the first half.
Style points, baby, right?
Get up quick.
Yeah.
And then maybe try to,
decelerate
a little bit,
get the speed down.
But I haven't seen Cincinnati do that in probably the last two games. So if I had a lean, I'd probably just do first half. I think Houston, I watched them against SMU, and I saw their defense is overrated in my opinion. You're playing the AAC.
Yeah.
You're not that great in my opinion. And I think Cincinnati will prove out and get a spot in the college football playoff without any questions.
Come on, Guns. Give it to me, baby. Come on. The Guns are out.
But I want to get Jack Fault in here. Hold on.
Oh.
He says this, but I want to get Adam Smith in here too. Adam Smith.
Adam, it is too early. You dog. You are too early.
Feed us some NFL plays. That's what he says. So I'm not the NFL guy.
Well, I mean, hey, Adam, listen. I mean, I've been very cold in NCAA basketball. That's a known fact. But NFL, listen, guys, come on over. Hang out a little bit in the GPO lock stream. Let's talk NFL. We're hitting our stride. this may be a touchy subject, but Guns may or may not have been on the Saints yesterday, and I was all over the Cowboys yesterday. But that's neither here nor there.
Hand up, I was wrong.
What? It's okay. You've been right 99% compared to me, so it's okay. I'll take
60%
I'll take
60% of the time, it works every time.
Yes, 60% of the time it's 100%. Closing remarks, Guns. What do you got?
So
actually, do you want to do recap of the picks real quick for everybody sitting around?
Let's recap the picks for the friends.
All right. We went to the first game on the slate, App State versus ULL. You heard it here. We had App State -2.5. Correct, Guns?
That's correct.
And you did a first half play too, or no? Was that the next game? Or no, under. You did under.
No, I did under 52.5.
So App State -2.5 under. Then the match and return of the MAC, Ford Field, Kent State, Northern Illinois, Kent State -3, as per Mr. Guns. Big Ten championships. The house that MAC.
No, it's Kent State. You said Kent State -3.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yep. Yeah, Kent State -3, and then the house that McAfee built. Big Ten championship. Iowa, Michigan, Iowa +11, and first half I believe +6.5.
That's +6.
+6.
That is correct. And that will do it for the show. Thanks for joining me all year long. We're going to do a bowl extravaganza. Don't worry about it because I will never leave the folks hanging. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for following me. And if you're not following Lock Bets, follow him. If you're not following me because you're just watching this shit on YouTube, follow Guns Picks on Twitter because I will give free picks all the time, including college basketball. Let's go. Let's roll. And as always, let's keep dancing.
Let's...